Wait, one second, making sure I'm recording. I should be recording now. Ooh. Okay, it is working. I thought it crashed there for a second. Okay, but hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe, and hello and welcome back to Lake Seasons Green DLC. Hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe, I tell you. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right back into where we last left off. And last episode we did agree to go fishing with, well, ice fishing with Robert. You know what, it's funny. Robert can go ice fishing, but then the other guy can't go ice fishing. Doesn't feel right, I tell you. Doesn't feel right. You know what, that's a different view from a different house, I tell you. I do quite enjoy the other one, I tell you. I do quite enjoy the other one. Onwards. The game has loaded. It's Friday, December 27th morning. Looks like it's quite snowy today, I tell you.
What a gloriously fine Friday it is out there, y'all. Want to hear a PO positive?
No. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You can go send your pet peeve somewhere else. I don't care. Ah, 300 main. Oh,
okay,
what was that?
To its destination.
What was that weird bug there? I guess it's because I was on, you know, elevated terrain, I tell you. Yo, how's it going? How's it going? Beth, how's it going?
Hi, Beth. Got a delivery for you. Where do you want it?
Oh, dear Thomas. I almost didn't see you come in there. I was lost in thought, I suppose. Please just put it on the counter, if you will. Thank you. And thank you again for a lovely Christmas dinner. I had a marvelous time with you all.
We loved having you over, Beth, as always. Emily and I had a great time.
Although Mildred doesn't know how to read the room.
Although that Mildred still doesn't know how to read the room, does she?
Oh, bless her, she really doesn't. All in all, it may have been a bittersweet evening, but it was certainly memorable.
Understand why the grass is greener in the south.
It was a bit unexpected, but I can understand why the grass is greener in the south for you right now.
My reason for leaving is wonderful, for sure. I can only count myself fortunate. And I wouldn't miss a thing now that the little one is on the way. Oh, but I will miss you two. As Helen Keller once wrote, so long as the memory of certain beloved friends lives in my heart, I shall say that life is good.
You're like a walking library, Beth. Always a fitting quote.
You're like a walking library, Beth. Always a fitting quote.
So, haven't you ever thought of moving closer to Meredith over all these years? She is living quite a ways away, right?
Thought about it, yes.
Thought about it? Yes. Your news has put things into perspective, I suppose. But leaving here would sure be a big step. Maybe too big, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Meredith will even make it out here one day. And there's always the phone, of course.
And don't forget the postal service.
Oh, quite right you are.
Quite right you are.
Well, I won't keep you any longer, Thomas. I need to sort through this new delivery you've just brought in. And believe you me, that's going to take me a while.
Best to take your time with things like that.
I understand. It's best to take your time with things like that.
Exactly. Whether one likes it or not. Until next time, my friend.
Up and at 'em. See you, Beth.
Onwards. To deliver more mail. This way. You know what? they really missed the opportunity to have one of these, there's this one book, I tell you, there's this one book. So I've been watching this one person on YouTube a while ago. Swole. And they always manage to find one book in, like, nearly, like, you know, every, like, horror kind of game that they play, or, you know, other games. Death Court free, as it's like, you know, an asset that a lot of people use. And I find it so funny that, you know, so many games have that, I tell you. I always keep my eye open for it. Like, where is that Death Court free? Pretty sure we've seen that in a game before. Not too sure. Not too sure. I tell you, I always like driving around in this game. So I hate that it takes forever to get into your car, I tell you. Oh, that's a house from the, what do you call it, start? The, what do you call it, that picture? No, it's a little bit different, I tell you. There was a big, you know, concrete bit. It's similar though. Similar. Maybe it's that one over there. It's kind of similar to that. I do wonder, right? I do wonder, what is this game's ending gotta be like, I tell you? Because I played Lake 1, so it's obviously gotta be, well, it's still Lake 1, but yeah. I played the original Lake, I tell you. And I'm just wondering, right, how's it going to fit in, I tell you? Because I'm trying to pick up the pieces of the last time I played, but you know, that's 2 years ago, I tell you. So I'm really wondering, you know, what is all the pieces, you know, going to lead to? Because at one point, you know, when Steve called, I thought maybe Meredith had, you know, decided to head home.
Part and parcel.
That's why, you know, he was calling to see if Meredith was there. Let's see. Drop package. It was like the worst place to, you know, place the package, I tell you. It's snowing. All of that, you know, melts at one point, and then it's just got to go into these packages. So people who are off down south will have, like, soaked package.
Is that much Christmas lighting really necessary?
It's kind of half-half, I tell you. I've seen a lot more. Not really that much. I guess for this time of, you know, in this, you know, world, it's kind of, you know, a lot. But there's more today than, you know, whatever. I guess we'll turn, I guess we'll just go on a little bit journey. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I guess we just need to head downwards over here. Yeah, just head downwards. We'll just go that way, and then we'll have to go back and then go deliver that and then back here. Not too bad, I tell you. Not too bad at all. You know what? Having a map is really great, I tell you. Having a map is really great. Hello there, car. Oh, wee. Surprised Thomas Weiss has not gotten his license taken away, I tell you. How many, you know, cars,
There we go.
fancies, curbs. Sorry about that, sorry, burping there. And all that we've hit, I tell you. Like, we've hit so many, I tell you. So many. There we go. Not too bad, I tell you, not too bad at all. And we'll head down there. I don't know if there's gonna be any, like, big story bits that people... Possibly. Okay, I was not too sure if I should turn left or right there. Yeah, it's definitely gotta be left. But you know what? Oh no. How did I get myself stuck? Frank? Didn't know Frank lived out here. Some cool stuff though.
A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
Frank, this is definitely not a safe place, I tell you.
Ah, look who's here.
Hey, Thomas. Yeah, I needed to take care of some stuff. Hardly any customers at the post office anyway.
Aren't you worried Walter Morgan might show up?
Aren't you at least a little worried that Walter Morgan might show up?
Morgan? I don't think so. Last time that city slicker tried driving in the snow, he totaled his car against the deer statue.
You know what? I want to go see the deer statue to see if there's any dents on it. If you say so, Frank. Can't say that you're wrong there, Frank.
Can't say that you're wrong there, Frank.
That big sucker you're carrying is for me, huh? Right on time. It's all coming together. Hey, Thomas, you can keep a little secret, right?
Of course, Frank. I've always tried and rarely failed.
Of course, Frank.
Great.
We'll go with
It's
of course.
not a big deal in any case. A buddy of mine was able to get his hands on some premium quality fireworks. I'm selling them with a nice profit. And anything I can't sell, well, let's just say you want to be outside Moe's Diner when the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve.
Frank, that sounds illegal and dangerous. In other words, classic Frank Coleman. Just how I like it.
Haha, Thomas. Wouldn't life be boring without a walk on the wild side every now
Yeah.
and then?
Yeah. Do you have any experience setting off fireworks?
But do you have any experience with setting off fireworks?
Who needs experience? Just light the fuse and get out of Dodge. I better finish up, Thomas. Can't keep the customers waiting
I
forever.
feel like something's gotta go
All
wrong.
right, Frank. See you at the office.
I think something's going to go wrong. I guess we better get the drive on, I tell you. Well, that's not how I was turning it there. I had my finger off of the button for ages there. I only tapped it a little bit to move to the side there, and I guess it did not agree with that, I tell you. I like how I can sometimes just space through rocks. I guess you never really expect people to try that, I tell you. Oh, looks like we have Moe's Diner over here. I guess it does change from Moe's, doesn't it? Or it stays Moe, I'm not too sure. We'll see. 500 Lake Road. Then we just have a tiny package over there. Probably, is it Lori? I'm not too sure. Not too sure. Brain's not with us today, I tell you, we're trying to remember that.
Okay, so we still need to check Spanner Dam for the mood shots. According
no.
to this, it offers damn fine views. So,
Hey, Mr. Mailman. Come on over. Talk to us for a sec.
Gabe, we don't have time for idle chit-chat.
He can help us out, Ilsa. No one knows the town like a mailman. Right, Mr. Weiss?
Hey, Mr. Serrano, Miss Richter.
Please, call us Gabe and Ilsa.
He can call you Gabe and Ilsa. I prefer Miss Segment Producer Extraordinaire.
And you can call me PO Premier Parcel Provider.
And you can call me PO's premier parcel provider. Thomas for short.
Anyway, We're scouting out this beautiful town of yours for our report on small town America. It's great, but we could use the inside track. So, any secret spots we're bound to miss, but shouldn't?
Well,
The watchtower up at Eagle Peak.
the watchtower up at Eagle Peak. You can take in the view among the treetops.
But make sure you watch out for those creaky steps.
Oh, hey, Maureen.
Now, here's your coffee, folks. Sorry for the delay. Faucet's been acting up again, which should have been fixed yesterday.
Why are you just shouting in
you
their
want me to
face?
check on it, Miss Hennessy?
Oh, now look at you. My knight in woolen armor. Would you, dear?
I can take a look.
Well, isn't that nice of you? Back of the kitchen, honey. Ashley, someone who does know what he's doing is coming in. Show him where the busted faucet is. And stay out of his way. Ashley's a sweetheart, but when it comes to fixing things, that boy is all thumbs.
See, this is what the segment should be. Interacting with the townsfolk, helping out. I love it.
Does he actually know anything about such a nice fella?
Such a nice fellow.
Yeah, you're in good hands, Maureen. Gabriel may look and act like a naive little pup, but he can fix anything. Well, except for our van. But other than that...
Oh, is that a fact? Well, in that case, I can think of a few more things he could fix around here, if you catch my drift.
Classic Maureen.
Classic Maureen.
Let me just go check him out. Check on him, I mean.
So, anyway.
So have you tried the blueberry pie here?
So?
Wait. You had the Connor Price experience the other day. Have you recovered yet?
I actually encountered him outside the motel yesterday evening.
He was a lot nicer this time.
He was a lot nicer this time.
Really? Oh, did he greet you with, "Good to see you, man"?
Indeed, he was quite enthusiastic.
Indeed, he was quite enthusiastic.
That's his go-to when he's forgotten your name. It's "Good to see you, man" for guys and "Hey, lady" for gals.
Really?
Wouldn't worry about it, though. He called me Lisa for the better part of a year. Connor's a lot. But I guess after this week, I can update my resume with not just segment producer and car problem solver, but also Connor Price wrangler.
You know what? You remind me of my daughter.
You know, you remind me of my daughter. Smart, tough, a little too hardworking.
Oh? And does her cynical demeanor mask her deeply felt insecurities and profound loneliness, too? Kidding. Or am I? I'm not as tough as I look. Sometimes that whole Connor Price experience can get to me. At least Gabe's a welcome antidote, that big old puppy dog. He's as uncomplicated as Connor is complicated.
Well now, sounds like someone is getting a little warm under the collar for our Gabriel. Just between you and me, honey, I have a hunch that feeling is more than mutual.
Maureen, is the faucet fixed yet?
Maureen, is the faucet fixed yet?
All I know is, I just spent 5 minutes with our knight in the kitchen, and during that time, he mentioned Ilsa about 12 times.
Really? Well,
Faucet's all better now, Mo. And we should be hitting the road right about now.
right. Thanks, Maureen. Nice talking to you, Thomas.
Bye now, folks. Be sure to check in again soon, you hear? Huh, these TV folks sure know how to liven things up, don't they?
Indeed, Maureen.
The talk of the town,
They're the
alright?
talk of the town, all right.
Oh, that reminds me. You know about my little New Year's Eve shindig, right? I'm counting on you and Emily. We'll party like it's 1986. Because it will be.
That's funny. I thought, you know, for a second there, I thought, what happened then? But then I thought, isn't that next year in the game? Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Of course we'll be there. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Best get back to it. See you, Mo.
Bye now.
Well, let's get out of here. Need to go deliver the final packages, I tell you. Then we'll have ice fishing with Robert to make up for not picking them in the main game as a love interest. It's just not an option that, you know, I feel like it's the best option. Like, he's a good person, but you should not end up with him. I think that's the logical thing. Like, Angie feels like a better love interest, huh? Well, we'll see. Feels a bit more well built. But then I guess, you know, Post. It's not a bad option. Forgot what they drive on the, you know, other side of the road these days. Oh, can I be it? I was gonna try and, you know, sing it there. Oh! Scared the locals, I tell you. Really. You know, it never has the brakes when I wanted to brake. And then, you know, always does this one, you know, stupid thing when it actually has brakes. I guess it's not the lorry person. Or whatever the mechanic girl's name is, I can't remember.
Okay, let's get this to its destination.
I guess we'll just walk to the door. Oh wait, is it that crazy cat lady? No.
Nobody's home. And yet another satisfied
Sorry
customer.
if you hear any background noises. The garbage truck is here. In real life, not in the game. Onwards. Wonder if I can climb that tree. That would be funny. Weiss, you know, Thomas Weiss fell from a tree this morning at 12 o'clock. But he still went ice fishing with Robert. Sorry, mailbox. Did you see the postman walk to their door and then walk away?
And that's the last one.
Phew. Phew. Onwards. You know what? Oh, that's Bear Creek. So that's where, no, Robert's over that way. I guess maybe Robert's there? I guess so, maybe. I guess so. So Robert was. No. Cabin. No, that is Robert's place. I could not remember there for a second. I was wondering, you know, what was that little road there? Where does that go off to? But it goes off to Robert's place. Onwards to the post office. To the post office. The birds are going south a bit too late. Or they're just going back. So they're probably saying, should have just stayed south, I tell you. Like that one bird in at a winter's end. That's a good game, I tell you. That is a good game. Would recommend trying that out. It's free. Let's see. Onwards through the winter side. through the winter side, through the winter side. Onwards, through the winter side, through the winter side, through the winter side. Onwards, through the winter side, through the winter side, through the winter side. Through the winter side, through the winter side, through the winter sides of the snow and ice. Don't forget the ice. Eh. Weiss residence, Friday evening.
I'll get it. Hello?
Very good evening. Am I talking to Mrs. Emily Weiss?
Yes, sir, that would be me.
Ah, fantastic. It's a pleasure to talk to you. My name is Christian Carmichael, and I represent Fly into Florida.
Oh, hi there.
I have great news for you, Mrs. Weiss. It's been a while, but do you perhaps remember entering into our Fly into Florida sweepstakes?
Now that you mention it, I think so. Yeah. Was that the one on the back of the juice carton?
That's the one. And I am more than happy to tell you that you are the winner of the grand prize.
The grand prize? Wow, fantastic. I'm afraid I've forgotten what it was. Could you refresh my memory a little bit?
No problem, Mrs. Weiss. You have won a 2-week trip to Florida for 2.
Wow, Florida? Really? I won? I have never won anything in my life. Hold on, I need to tell my husband. Honey, we won! I'm talking to a gentleman from Fly into Florida. And he says we've won a 2-week holiday for 2.
Tell him he's dreaming. It's probably a timeshare scam.
Tell him he's dreaming. It's probably a timeshare scam.
What? No, that can't be. I did enter that contest. Hold on. My husband is unsure if this is really true. I mean, you do hear a lot about phone scams these days.
We'll do our absolute best to take away all your concerns. You've got plenty of time to let it all sink in. Next, we'll be sending you an extra special envelope. It will contain a confirmation letter, airline tickets, hotel tickets, and I totally forgot to say this earlier, a $500 check covering any additional expenses.
Wow. I
That was a
can't
lot back
believe
then.
this is happening.
Well, it most definitely is, Mrs. Weiss. And we'll be making sure you both have the time of your life. There's one thing I must stress. The dates can't be altered. So if you have plans for the first 2 weeks of September, this would be a great moment to change them. And I hope this answers all of your questions for now.
Ah.
Congratulations on winning. And we look forward to seeing you fly into Florida.
Thank you.
That's how the first game
Bye.
goes. Just bye.
I think I need to sit down for a moment. Florida.
Oh, that's Robert. Sorry, honey. I can't celebrate with you right now. But I'll make it up to you tomorrow night at Moe's.
I will hold you to that. Have fun on the ice, son.
How did you know?
Start to freeze out there,
How did you
just
know?
Sunny Florida.
But then I'll fall asleep, and then I'll die from the cold. That's
Ooh,
quite a
boy.
nice shot.
Drilling a hole, getting that fire pit going. Ice fishing's a lot of work. And it's cold, but we're fishing all right.
Thanks for taking me along.
Great stuff, Robert. Thanks for taking me along.
No problem, Thomas. Wouldn't have enjoyed it half as much by myself. Man, it's nice out here.
Sure is.
This setting could use a guitar.
Wouldn't that scare the fish away?
Wouldn't that scare the fish away? Especially if you start singing.
Thank you, Thomas. Your honest feedback is much appreciated. Hey, what was Emily going on about when I picked you up? You guys are going to Florida?
Yeah. Apparently, we won a 2-week trip.
Wow, congrats. Not that Florida's my cup of tea, if I'm honest.
Yeah, different cups of teas out there. Someplace else you'd rather go?
Someplace else you'd rather go?
I'm perfectly fine staying right here.
PO's great, but it's also a good place to meet someone. And you're probably perfectly right, Robert. PO's great, but it's also a good place to meet someone. You're probably perfectly right, Robert.
And you're probably perfectly right, Robert.
Yeah, I'm not always perfectly sure about that. Could be that I'm a little stuck in my ways. But at least I'm not desperately looking for the one, you know?
Yeah, just give it a little time.
Yeah, just give it a little time. Or a lot. Nothing wrong with that.
Wouldn't it be ideal if Mrs. Wright dropped by my house one day?
But you never know.
Certainly. And also quite improbable. But you never know.
Let's drink to that. Would be a shame if Emily filled that flask of yours for nothing.
Take it easy, Dice. Need to try.
Take it easy, designated driver.
One sip won't hurt, sir. Cheers. Now let's catch a fish and get the hell out of here.
You know, it would have been funny if we had to rush and get the fish. The fishing pole.
Hey, Thomas, you have a minute?
Rod. Sure, Frank, what's up?
Sure, Frank. What's up?
Listen, I just got a heads up from one of my buddies at HQ. He said Walter Morgan left for PO with tires screeching. I need to lay low for a while. If you see him, you haven't seen me, okay?
Gotcha, Frank. Don't worry about him.
Gotcha, Frank. Don't worry about him.
Holy crap! Morgan's on the premises! I'm not here.
Good morning, Mr. Weiss.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan.
I'm looking for Frank. Could you tell me where he is, please?
I could say above it do so. Frank Coleman? Haven't seen him here.
Frank Coleman? Haven't seen him here.
And where is he, if he's not here?
He's probably out delivering. Could be anywhere.
He's probably out delivering. Could be anywhere.
I guess I'll have to be patient then. We received a report that a man with a mustache dressed in a light blue shirt was offering illegal fireworks to people in the postal office parking lot. If
Why
that
did you
man is
do it
Frank,
here?
and I'm sure it is, then that's strike 3 for Mr. Coleman. Please tell him I'm looking for him. Have a good day.
Is he gone?
Yes, Frank.
Holy crap, that was a close call. Thanks so much, Thomas. I guess Frank Coleman's going into hiding for a while.
That sounds like a good idea, Frank.
That sounds like a good idea, Frank.
See you Sunday evening. I guess we'll have to
We'll
play
cover for
poker
him
with the
twice now.
curtains closed.
In the base game and, you know, non-base game. A non-snowy day, actually. How's this one going to be? It's not too bad, actually. You only have 3 packages and then, you know, a bunch of letters to deliver. And then no other ones out here. I do wonder what a second game would be like. I do wonder what second lake would be, Lake 2. It'd probably have to be, let's see. I'm trying to think of the logical answer, but I would say probably it would have to take place more in the future. Though they could do one more in the past, you know, the old post, you know, uniforms, I tell you, the older ones. Okay, So hopefully you did enjoy this. Have a nice day, safe, up this level. Maybe some rushes. Think of the right ones, very important. And bye, see you next time, everybody. See you, bye.